Now up to line goes Timeless Rose, right on high noon, Eastern Standard Time. And the field in the Centenary Institute Cancer Research Handicap will be leaving the 1100 gates at any moment. Storm Force, the inside runner. Starters on the stand. Should get them. They're off. And Goodrum missed the start by a length. Other than that, a pretty good jump, and Covered Gem as the early leader. Revved Up is going into second. Posse followed closely as they settled down by Ovenus. Halle and Launched are whipping around the outside, and then a gap to Snazzy Joe. Caught out pretty wide as Timeless Rose. Then Storm Force Goodrum followed well back in the run by Shanriar. Popeyed is very, very wide out, and two-length Sweet Racer. Down to the 600 they travel, and Launch hits the front from Covered Gem. A length the Revved Up, followed closely by Halle. Then Venus. 1.5 in to Snazzy Joe, and out off the track is Timeless Rose from Storm Force. Goodrum after the tardy jumps a long way back with Sweet Racer, Shanriar and Popeyed. Into the stretch past the 400, Launched in front, a half length, Revved Up the outside. The inside is Covered Gem, and Beatman having difficulties getting to the outside on Ovenus. He's almost into the clear, but not quite, because Storm Force put it into a pocket, and Storm Force after Revved Up, and they beat off the early leader Launch, but Storm Force hits the front. Wide out Sweet Racer from a mile back, but Storm Force will win it convincingly. Storm Force over Sweet Racer, third going to Ovenus, and Revved Up fourth from Launched, and then Goodrum making up many lengths after a tardy jump over Snazzy Joe, and then Popeyed, Covered Gem, Timeless Rose and Halle and Shanriar finished last. Well, Alan Denham has won the first race with Storm Force. Father Jack supplied the favourite, Ovenus, and Storm Force, Michael Squires, proving too good. Number 9, and on the tote in New South Wales, $20.40 it'll pay for the win, and $4.60 for the place. By Vittori from Play Safe, a Masque mare, bred by Tristan Antico, thoroughbreds, race for Mr. R and Mrs. C. Curo, and as I say, trained here by Alan Denham. Number 6 is second. Sweet Race has come from a long way back. Robbie Brewer for Tony Karatsanis. A colt by Racer's Edge, and the tote's $11.30. And number 8, Ovenus, has run third, and she's paid $1.20, a filly by Anna Barr, trained here by Jack Denham, written by Darren Beatman. 9, 6 and 8, and number 2 was fourth, and that was Revved Up. The Quinella is $329. The Exacta, $1,056. The Trifecta is a healthy $5,435.80, and the first four, 9, 6, 8, 2, even better, $18,927.60. The time for the race was 1:05:05. 1:05:05. Paris Dream holds the class record, 1:03:54, and they run 34.88 for the last 600 metres. It's 9, 6, 8 and 2 on the first. Well, Venus got caught up in a pocket, and Beatman was having difficulty getting her away from the rails and round the 3 leaders, and then he almost succeeded, and then Storm Zero came up on the outside to make a bird of pocketing Venus, and Storm Force has won, and won it comfortably. 1.25 lengths, the winning gap, with a half length second and third, as we confirm the totes. $20.40, $4.60 number 9, $11.30 number 6, $1.20 number 8, $3.29 even Quinella, $1,056 the Exacta, $5,435.80 the Trifecta, $18,927.60 was the first four. Number 3 ran 5th in the race. Launch showed speed, weakened out of it. Revved Up had its chance. Goodrum, forget it ever went round. It missed the start by nearly a length, did make up ground, will win races, but has a bit to learn. And that's the story of the first. Ovenus heavily backed down the gurgler.
And they're set at the coast with French Gentleman.
To Guadalamina, 3:31.60 for the filly, number 6, Tennessee Spur. Around the 9:22.30 for number 4, Twigham. And a few of these are a little bit difficult to load.
We'll come back. Let's go to Ian.
Righto, Leslie, with weight out here, the market on the second. Flying Visit, 4.62.50. 2 London Eye, 2.41.30. Number 3 Monologist, 9.50 and 2.60. Number 4 Churaga off Melbourne.
Lengths down on the inside. Red Edition bounce quickly. Archbishop Guadalamina away fast with Fine and Dapper and Eyes on Success. With those is Tennessee Spur, and also Edan starting to spear through. Edan's the grey, Red Edition and Tennessee Spur joining them on the outside, 3 and 4 out. Twickham just behind them from Guadalamina and Eyes on Success deep. Arnside got up on the fence from further back in the race, and Stone Cats, Fine and Dapper Archbishop, Prince Bar and further back Balagia Conda and Two Discreet Rhythm. Coming down the side, and Tennessee Spur just in front on the inside of it now, pushing through as Red Edition. 3/4 further back Guadalamina, 4 wide on the outside of Edans. Fine and Dapper very wide from Twickham back in the middle, and Eyes on Success. Arnside further back Stone Cats, Prince Bar Archbishop, Balagia Gonda and Ski Rhythm. Turning for home now, 2 off the fence, and in the middle here it's Tennessee Spur, tackled by Guadalamina. Over on the inside, Red Edition, and pushing up on the fence there is Twickham. Further out, Fine and Dapper is right there. Guadalamina the first one under pressure. Red Edition tackled by Twickham, who got up on the inside, then Fine and Dapper, and further back in the race is Arnside. Twickham over on the rail, drew a length in front now from Red Edition, then Fine and Dapper Arnside, and further back Stone Cats. Twickham getting a little tired, coming back Red Edition. Twickham just in front, finds the line. Twickham got there about a half length to Red Edition. Third maybe Fine and Dapper from Stone Cats. Further back a gap to Arnside, followed by Tennessee Spur. Well back Ski Rhythm picked up some ground from Prince Bar, Eyes on Success. Guadalamina dropped right out from Archbishop, Balagia Gonda, and Edan showed a bit of speed but dropped to the tail.
For Twickham, J Wings, 10.40, 2.50, 3 Red Edition, 2.80, prominent for third 8, Fine and Dapper, 3.30 as we head back to Ian.
Right, Rod, we got to 5 Magna Force in the second, 13 and 3.20, 6 I'm a Thunder at 11 and 2.50, number 7 Matrix at 24 and 5.40, number 8 Time to Remember, 9.70, 2.20, Mountaineer, 120 and 10 Luskin Dreams, 132. So number 2, London Eye, the popular pick here, 2.40, 1.30, Michael Squires aboard, the winner of the first, Michael Squires, and race 2 in 22.
Now, number 8 is third, Melbourne, 438, moving in Newcastle, and Raveheart, the favourite, 221.30, ahead of Quarter Kicker, 510 140 at Ballyinch on 5.30, Bannister Lane on 5.30 and 2.30.
First Doomben, 1 Cryptic Red, 12 and 2.
Number 2, the favourite London Eye, is $2.50 and $1.30. The second pick is 1 Flying Visit, 4.80, 2.10. Chiraga, number 4, 6.20, 1.80. And I'm a Thunder, for whom there's been backing at longer odds on course, 8.10 and $2. Magna Force moves in, so 3 out. First of the day went to number 9, Storm Force. Michael Squires beat 6, Sweet Racer. 8 was third, O Venus. And number 2, Revved Up, was fourth. London Eye, Chiraga and Matrix are the 3 out of line here. 1400, affording the horses a good run to the first corner. Magna Force settles well, so London Eye and Matrix, the only 2 to move in. Matrix is there, and Michael Squires, who won the first on Storm Force for Alan Denham, is riding the favourite London Eye for Jack Denham here. Michael brings the Honour and Glory colt in, and we're set for action. The favourite in gate 10, London Eye, the outside. Mountaineer shifting about on the inside. Line steadies down. No, Matrix is the hold-up. They're off. Chiraga came out slowly, probably missed at 3/4, and Squires bounced the favourite London Eye straight into the lead, and across from gate 10 to the fence to lead about a length and 3/4 on Magna Force. Mountaineer going up on the inside and not that far away as I'm a Thunder, and caught wide Time to Remember. Flying Visits out pretty wide and passing it Monologist with Luskin Dreams. Chiraga is now third last. Flying Visit, he's trying to get across a little closer to the fence, second last, and Matrix is absolute. They race past the 900 marker, and here Time to Remember goes to the front, a length. London Eye taking the sit, Magna Force the outside third, a couple of lengths then to I'm a Thunder around Mountaineer from Luskin Dreams, and then Chiraga racing on the inside of Monologist, and further away is Flying Visit in company with Matrix at the 600 marker, and the leader again is London Eye. It and Time to Remember chop and change for the premier position, and down to the corner it's London Eye a half length on Time to Remember, a length away in the third position Magna Force. Mountaineer is over on the inside, and then I'm a Thunder and Flying Visit is the widest, straightening now, and at the 350 London Eye given full rein by Squires and kicked out about 2 lengths. Chiraga moving into second posse, and then comes I'm a Thunder wide out, but it's London Eye down to the 120, about 2 lengths on Chiraga, nothing else, a hope in Hades, but it's all London Eye, and this consistent colt is going to score. London Eye beat Chiraga, and Matrix got third, I'm a Thunder fourth, and then Magna Force. Mountaineer followed by Monologist, and then Time to Remember Remember, Flying Visit, and last to complete the course, Luskin Dreams. Number 2, London Eye here, has paid $2.70 for the win and $1.30 for the place, giving Michael Squires the first 2 races. London Eye by Honour and Glory from Sister Mammy, hasn't been out of a place in 7 starts, 2 wins, 3 seconds and 2/3, raced by Ms M, L.Y. and Mrs. L.Y. Lauer, and is trained here by Jack Denham. So 270 and 130. Churaga ran on well, number 4 to get second. A gelding by Dane Hill Dancer, trained by Paul Perry and written by Larry Cassidy, and has returned $1.80. And number 7, Matrix, third, a colt by Mukadama from Watercolours, Gary Fraser, Grant Buckley, has paid $5.50. Number 6, I'm a Thunder, was the 4th placing. 2:4.76 time was 1 minute 24.87, 1:24.87. That'll stand as a class record until broken. 35.41 was the last 600 metres. Yeah, well, he's a very genuine horse, isn't he? The record speaks for itself. And Squires bounced him out from the 10, and he got across onto the fence without any apparent effort. And then Time to Remember wanted to take him on. Well, he did for a while, but then London Eye got fired up a little, again raced through on the inside of Time to Remember, and quickly beat it off and held off Churaga to win by probably a half to 3/4 of a length. Here are the totes confirmed. Number 2, the winner, 270 and 130. Number 4, 180. Number 7, 550. The Quinella on race 2 has paid $7.90, exact at $12.50. The trifecta $183.50, and the first 4, 2,476, $695.50. So the first 4, $695.50, trifecta $183.50, exact at $12.50, $7.90 Quinella, and we're waiting on the margins on race number 2.
And they're at the barrier. Gold Coast race 2 with equal favourites. Lady Aramac, 361.40 and 5 Shah Aztec, 361.90. Ahead of Time Gap, it's 491.30. The other runner under 10 is number 7 Proud Fortune, 652.70. Now, lady
and 160 at 80 Pecan, 12 and 4, 9 Larissa, 24 and 16, 10 Maryland's Girl.
Down cut for races, the favourite at 270, 170.
De Bortley Wines present Dean, the all-new Dean. That range of wines include Vat-Aged Shiraz, a robust red, sensational with steak. Reach for a good-tasting bottle of Dean by De Bortley Wines.
Now on the previous at the Gold Coast, 2 1/4 lengths by 1, 111.04. The second Doomben, 1 Scrub and Chips, 290, 120. 2 Day On, $863. 3 Hydra Master, 4 and 150. 4 Mighty Alliance, 14 and 3. 5 in the Gidgee, 12 and 3. Number 6 Misty Mister at 12.80, 310. Scratched 8. Scratch number 7, 8 Mighty Yield, 24 and 5. 9 Pinball Wizard, 16 and 4. 10 Cool Act, 8.22.70. Favourite 1 Scrub and Chips, 290, 130. 1 goes 3 a special Hydra Master to beat 1 and 10. 3 a special 1 and 10 late mail for 3. That'll be followed by the 9th event from New Zealand. They're close to a start in the Steeple at Sandown. New Zealand 9, number 1, which is Zaroma, 650 and 8. 2 Mickey Finn, 10 and 3. 3 Paolina S. Spratt, 270, 104 in favourite. 4 Tail Lister, 6 and 2. 5 Rangipo Boy at 14 and 2. Down to 7 High Country Lord, Our Tunnel at 44 and 10. 8 Lord Dancer, 9 and 3. 10 Trace and Feld, number 9 at 12 and 360. 10 Sunstone Boy, 31 and 10. 11 T&T K Bradley, 26 and 8. And number 12 Kinja Bell S. Boyd at 30 and 9. Favourite 3 Palino, 270, 104. Tip 314.
In Steeple and cut for races on the inside with Worthy Knight of the first 2 to leave the gates. Further out Yo-Yo Joe as they balance for the first of a double up on top of the hill. Sorting themselves out behind them, Noble John from Hibernian Prince and down to 0, a little wider on the track. Corker's Boy getting back a little from jail. Rectitude jumped a little high. March past in front of it in third last Bagheera. They've gone over the double on the first round, coming down the hill. Worthy Knight went out about 2.5 to 3 to Yo-Yo Joe. A length further back, cut for races just up on the bit and pulling at the moment. Outside it down to 0. 2 to Hibernian Prince, a length and a half. Noble John outside it, Jarl, a couple to Corker's Boy, 1.5 Bagheera. 3 further back, March past, and 2 last of all, Rectitude. A double out here inside the 800 on the first round to the outside rail, and the leader, Worthy Knight, comes out to it and jumped it well, about 3 or 4 to Yo-Yo Joe, who just twisted a little on landing, came back on top of cut for races, down to 0, went up 4th. A length further back in the race, Noble John. Hibernian Prince out in the middle. Jal given a good sight at its fences out deep. Corker's Boy back nearer the inside from Bajira. Further back in the race, and March Past and Rectitude last of all. They've gone over 4. There are 5 down the Steeple lane, and Yo-Yo Joe going up to Worthy Night at the first of 5, and it's Worthy Night about 3/4 to Yo-Yo Joe at the first of 5 in the lane. 4 lengths further back down to 0 over on the inside, Cut for Aces. A length and a half to Noble John as they come up to the second down the lane here. Further back behind Noble John is Hibernian Prince, Corker's Boy, the fence from Jarl. 2 to Bajira, March Past and Rectitude last of all. Over this next one, and Yo-Yo Joe's serving it up to Worthy Night. They've gone over the 3rd down the lane. Here's a 4th in front of the stands. They're together here. They jump it well together. Yo-Yo Joe, Worthy Night, and they get out about 7 or 8 lengths in front of down to 0. 2 to Cut for Races. 1 further back, Noble John. 2 to Hibernian Prince as they go over the last down the lane. Further back, Corker's Boy or Hibernian Prince did that one. Joel went around it from Bajira. 3 lengths to March Past and 8 lengths last of all, Rectitude. Going out of the straight now, and they've gone over 9 fences, and on the inside, Worthy Night again got the lead about a length in front now from Yo-Yo Joe. 8 lengths down to 0. 2 to Cut for Races outside at Noble John. 3 Corker's Boy, 1 Jarl. 3 Bajira, 6 further back, Hibernian Prince. As you go to ease it up out of the race, going past it, March Past and Rectitude, and it may have gone amiss. Hibernian Prince is being pulled up out of the race, I'd say. At the base of the hill, and they've got about 1,700 metres to go, just around the halfway mark, and Worthy Night carts them up the back about a length in front of Yo-Yo Joe. 3 to Noble John, 1 to down to 0, a length then to Cut for Races running 5th, the first of 2 down the bottom of the hill. 3 lengths to Jarl outside Corker's Boy. 4 lengths Bajira, 6 further back, March Past and Rectitude. Completing the double over there at the 1,600, and Worthy Night landed 2 in front of Yo-Yo Joe, and Noble John 3/4 up on the outside is 3rd, a length to down to 0 and a half, then to Cut for Races, nice and handy. 3 to Jarl starting to work into it, 2 to Corker's Boy and 2 Bajira. 8th then to March Past and Rectitude last of all. Up on top of the hill, back from where they started, a double up here at the 1,300 metre mark. Worthy Night landed about 2.5 to Noble John, Yo-Yo Joe and down to 0. Cut for Races just off them, about 4 lengths off the lead as they complete that double. Oh, he's down. Cut for Races crashed. He was travelling well. Down he went, Cut for Races. Corker's Boy, Jarl were tangled up slightly, and then Bajira. Worthy Night is freewheeling down the hill, and he got away 3 lengths in front now from Noble John. On the fence, Yo-Yo Joe a length away, 2 lengths to down to 0. 2 to Jarl picking up and running on fairly from Corker's Boy, Bajira. They're the only hopes, and it's Worthy Night out with 3 fences to go at the 800 metre mark. Worthy Night about 2 to Noble John, 2.5 to down to 0, and Jarl from further back, Yo-Yo Joe and Bajira. Worthy Night got over the 3rd last. Bajira hit it. Worthy Night about a length and a half in front of Noble John and down to 0, working away. Jarl lost some ground at the 2nd last. Corker's Boy went past him, and Yo-Yo Joe over the 2nd last. They go in the chase, and the leader is Worthy Night. Not to be denied, he's 2 lengths in front of Noble John. 3 to down to 0, then Yo-Yo Joe, Corker's Boy and Jarl look to be labouring, followed by Bajira. Worthy Night has been in front most of the way. 1 fence to go, last of 16. Down here at the 300 metre mark, he's 2 lengths in front of Noble John. Over the last, he hit the top of it, so did Noble John. They're all tired. Down to 0, starting to come again in the middle. Worthy Night with a jumping overs, 3 lengths in front of Noble John and down to 0. Then further back, Yo-Yo Joe and Corker's Boy with a late run. Worthy Night, he's getting tired. The rider throwing everything at him. He's going to find the line. I think he's walking down to 0. And Corker's Boy, Yo-Yo Joe trying to get him, but Worthy Night 3/4 to down to 0. 3rd home, Yo-Yo Joe. Corker's Boy close up. Just behind them there would have been Noble John, a long gap, Bajira. Then Jarl just coming in from Rectitude, and the riderless Cut for Aces chasing the field, and one that has been pulled up, didn't jump the last fence, is March Past.
6 Worthy Night, B. Scott, 14.53.10. 8 down to 0, 2.60. For Yo-Yo Joe, $2.10. Correct weight, the Gold Coast, 5, 1 and 7.
On 2KY Racing Radio, Correct Weight is brought to you by Chrysler Jeep and your local dealer.
Open race from the top, Hot Secret 5:42.50. Number 5, Bogart is also 5:40 and 190. Now 5:50 is the tail updates. 6:20 for number 7, Freedom Fighter, who's probably just the best back late in the ring in what is a wide market. Only about 3 horses to move in now. Spend, Freedom Fighter, Recedi. Previous going to London Eye, the favourite Michael Squires. Number 2 beat 4 Chiraga, 7 Matrix and 6 on the first. Michael Squires booted home number 9 Storm Force from 6 Swede Racer, 8 O Venus, and number 2 ran 4th. Spend is set, and Recedi comes forward now to gate number 11. No scratchings here, and all is in readiness. The Halkias Printing Series, 1200. Starter climbs his stand, and we'll soon see action. They're off. Came away at a pretty even line too, and actually the leader on settling is High Domain. About a half to three-quarters Prince of Sports, Varacool, Reef King and wider out Recedi. Hot Secret improving quickly, followed by Bogart, Freedom Fighter, Spend. Next to last is Myella Red, and immediately Crimson Pilot drops to the rear. Prince of Sports is the leader now as they run past the 750. Three-quarters on Varacool. Recedi's wider third, followed by Hot Secret on the outside and being shaded by High Domain. A length the Reef King, who struck a little bother a couple of 100 metres back, and Bogart's on his inside from Freedom Fighter. Then Spend from Myella Red, and last is Crimson Pilot. 500 left to run in the third here at Rosehill Gardens, and Prince of Sports about three-quarters of a length on Varacool. In third position, Recedi wide from the jump, and then comes Hot Secret in need of a run. High Domain's over on the rails, and further away is Bogart. Freedom Fighter coming down the outside. As they come to the 200 marker, Varacool got past Prince of Sports. In third position, Freedom Fighter deep on the track, and then Bogart, but Varacool down to the 100, taken on by Freedom Fighter. Freedom Fighter pounced on Varacool, hits the front, and Freedom Fighter beat Varacool, and third Bogart from High Domain in company with Spend. A photo for fourth, and then Prince of Sports, Recedi, Reef King, Hot Secret, Myella Red, and Crimson Pilot was the last one home. Placings on race 3, the Halkias Printing Series. He's come back in great fettle, hasn't he? Number 7, Freedom Fighter. The 3 runs back since last November. He ran second at Warwick Farm on May 23. He won at Canterbury on June 6, and here today he's gone home very, very well and has paid $6.30 a win and $2.10 the place by Kenmare from Proud Tradition, raced by Louis Miyaka's Laurel Oak Condition Syndicate, and other owners are M. Clift, M.A. Kotzmanek, Mrs. M. Rabot, and H.R. Wallace. 7 the winner. 3 a second, Varacool, Rod Quinn for Neil Campton. Varacool by Varick has paid $2.40. And Bogart, number 5, third Larry Cassidy, has returned $1.90 by Garcia, trained by Joseph Pride. The 4th was number 4, and that was Spend. The first 4 is $1,909.10. The Quinella is $25.20, exacta $50.80, and trifecta $160.90. 7354. Now the time was 1 minute 11.57, 1:11.57. The class records 1:8.92, and 35.1 was the sectional time. So he's had 18 starts for 5 wins and 5 seconds now. Freedom Fighter, very consistent horse. Yeah, he was much too good, and I couldn't offer an excuse for anything else. Reef King struck a bit of bother near the 850, but Recedi, well, he was wide from the word go, had no luck from gate 11. Hot Secret, he got held up in the straight, but that winner's been pretty dominant in the last bit. Varacool tried hard, but half a length in favour of Freedom Fighter at the death, half a length, 3/4 the margins. Okay, very happy Laurel Oak Syndicate, and let's check these totes officially. 6:30, 2:10, number 7, 2:40, number 3, 1:90, number 5, 25.20, Quinella, $50.80 exacta, $160.90 trifecta, 7,354 first 4, $1,909.10. So to the 4th of the day, and take out 8 Just Blitz'em, and we'll have a field of 12 openers along soon.
On 2K Rose, Attentive Lad was a nice effort. Then Byakovo likewise. Followed behind those Entitlement, Unchained Melody. Then Karachi. Followed by Gilgurry, Sandster, Ballroom Queen, Capsan, and well back was Highland Storm.
To Arakai, B. Swanton, 23.30, 6.40. One Little Miss Series, $1.60. 5 Dark Desire at 170. Back to Rosehill, his end.
Righto, Rodney waits right out here on 7.354. That winner Freedom Fighter would give Lenny Beasley an extra kick because he won it for his former master Kerry Jordan, and vice versa, of course. Dentured originally at Kembla Lenny, but then came up here to Kerry Jordan at Rosehill. Okay, the 4th, Philatimo, 3:40.190, 2 Patch Adams, 4:21.40, 3 Ruemba, 6:22.20, 4 Kingview, 5:21.70, 5 Larry Use, 13 and 3, 6 Manelli, 14 and 4, 7 Bit Tiddley, 14 and 3.20, scratch 8, 9 Ballador, 37.820, number 10 is Celtic Mate, 130.11, Mr. Mercutio, $200, $47, 12 Mont Blanc Magic, 129, and Ober number 13, 28 and 5.20, number 1 the early pick Philatimo, the race in 25.
Almost at Sandown.
De Bortoli Wines present Dean. The all-new Dean Vat range of wines include Vat...
The jump away wasn't brilliant away, Regal Shot. And Tell Pair began quickly with Phidippides down on the inside. Galatea, Regal Shot starting to take closer order. They're travelling forward from end zone. And Spring Warrior further out. Regal Shot out wide in the white cap. And White Sleeves led end zone. Back near the inside, Tell Pair from Galatea. Spring Warrior deep, a length further back for Phidippides. They're followed by Gold Palais, and a gap in the race, Arwell, Gala Prince and Panorama Heights. Regal Shot took control at the 550, came to the turn, 2 lengths in front of end zone when they turn. He's well off the fence here, Oliver. Further back in the race, Tell Pair, followed by Wedgetail Eagle, the fence, and then Spring Warrior. Down at the 300, though, and look at this move, Regal Shot. It went 5 lengths in front of end zone, Spring Warrior, then Galatea, Wedgetail Eagle dropping right out. But down at the 180-metre mark, and Regal Shot's a good 4 lengths to end zone. Panorama Heights picking up some ground. The outside, Spring Warrior, then Galatea and Gold Palais. But an easy time for Regal Shot at Canter's home. Wins hard held about 3 lengths. Panorama Heights second. A length third is end zone, then Gold Palais, Galatea, Spring Warrior, Phidippides, Arwell. A long gap in the race, Tell Pair, Wedgetail Eagle, and Gala Prince is last of all.
In 1 Regal Shot, 150.104. Damien Oliver over 8 Panorama Heights at 5.40. 2 end zone for third, $1.90.
Now Gold Coast, race 3 on 2, 1 and 5. Arakai, 23.30 the win. 6.40 for the place. 1 Little Miss Aries, 160. 5 Dark Desire, 170. Quinella, 34.60. Exacta, 86.40. The 215 trifecta is to come.
Now the update.
Well, for you to load here. Special call to Candy Smith in St Vincent's Private Hospital. Candy's son Sterling is a successful Randwick trainer. Of course, prepares Brave Prince and husband Ernie. Ernie played a vital role at Tulloch Lodge with brother Tommy. And hope you're feeling much brighter, Candy. A special get well call from all of your friends. We're thinking of you. All the very best, Candy Smith. Now, about 4 to move up here. The previous race of the day was won by number 7, Freedom Fighter Len Beasley, beat 3 Varacool, 5 Bogart and 4 ran third. London Eye number 2 on the second, Mick Squires, and Mick won the first on 9, Storm Force. Now the rider of Mont Blanc Magic, I refer to Brooke Timms, is out of the saddle. Bit Tedley comes up. Larius about to find its way into the gates. And Mont Blanc Magic will be the last. Has drawn the rails. Is almost there. And Brooke Timmis about to climb back aboard. 1400 the journey of the BD series. Filatimo 330, 440 Patch Adams, Ruemba 530, 570 for King View. So number 1 favourite from 2, 3 and 4. Now Brooke Timmis back aboard Mont Blanc Magic, and they'll soon go. They're off. And again, a nice level start, and Manelli at the end of 150 metres, the leader from King View. Ruemba is a handy third, followed by Larius, and Filatimo's getting into a nice posse. Just a trifle wide as I speak from Patch Adams, then Mont Blanc Magic, and wider out Celtic Mate, followed further back by Mr. Mercutio, Ober Ballador, and Bit Tiddly whips them in. Down past the 1,000 marker, and King View letting rip goes to the lead now. A length and a half on Filatimo, travelling third, Manelli, Ruemba, endeavouring to maintain its unbeaten record fourth. Larius is fifth, then Mont Blanc Magic on the inside, followed by Patch Adams.